Okay, so we're going to walk through how to tag the posts to ensure they show up properly. So when you're creating a pulse stat report, you're going to create the current report month, and you're going to ensure you include 3 tags. You're going to include the current year that the post is in. You're going to include the year and the month, all lowercase, and then you're going to include the academic year this post should be included in. And so you may find in 2022 or 2021, you may have to recreate a new tag to cover that year. Okay, and so when you get to the academic year posts, which you'd only create 1 year, what you'll do is you'll tag that with the 2 years that are included in that post, and then you're also going to tag it and you're going to say reporting year roll-up. Case is really important, so if you use the type ahead feature, it will actually show you the tag that has that name, and you're going to want to pre-select the tag that's already created for reporting year roll-up. And so what happens here is this summary block then will pull in any of the posts that are tagged with this academic year. And so if you're copying this and pasting this to make the academic year 2021, 2022 page, you're going to make sure that you change the summary blocks tag filter to represent items tagged 2021, 2022. So you would just update this. And so as you can see, when we look at the academic year 2018-2019, and we come into this summary block, we can see that we're saying, hey, pull in all of the posts tagged with academic year 2018-2019. And then also importantly is the published date. So for these to show up in the proper order, what we're doing is we are setting the published date to the last day of the month that this report applies to. And that way they show up properly in this summary block. So everything's in the proper date order. Okay, so that is how the tagging works for Pulse Stats reports. And it works the same exact way for the social stats reports. It's the same exact setup. So you have your individual posts that are tagged with the academic year, the month and the year, and also just the year. And then you have your roll-up academic year posts, which have a summary block that are pulling in that academic year. In addition, these are tagged reporting year roll-up and also the years that they encounter. And the reason why that is because on the blog main page, if someone happens to get there, it builds out this menu automatically. This menu is actually itself a summary block, and it says, hey, look in Pulse Stats reports. Ooh, this should actually say, look in social stats reports. There we go. And pull in anything that's a reporting year roll-up. Ooh, and somehow I pulled we don't want it to display an excerpt or a thumbnail or a date posted. Those settings may get changed as you make changes, so you just want to make sure that you're updating them. Okay. We don't send people to this page if we can avoid it, but certainly they could end up on it somehow. So it's great that the structure's there, but the page that we're using as a landing page is right here, and it's got that password protection on it. And we're actually giving people the option to decide which stats they want to jump to right in here. And again, these are summary blocks. So this summary block looks at social stats reports, and it displays anything that's a reporting year roll-up, so it pulls in just those posts. And the same over here. We're looking at Pulse Stats reports, and we are pulling in anything with reporting year roll-up. So again, tagging is super important. We need to make sure our academic year posts have that reporting year roll-up tag in them. And then we need to make sure that our individual monthly posts are appropriately tagged with their academic year, so they will get pulled into those roll-up posts. I hope that is helpful. Please let me know if you have any questions.